Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your January reading. Happy New Year. So let's see what we got for you this January, Pisces. Okay, we're going to do general first. Then we're going to do a focus on love and then a spirit message at the end. It will be time stamped. Check the timestamps below, Pisces. So, general energy. Hmm. Wounded healer. Ancestors, generations. I love this energy for you because to me this is and vision quest. Yeah. This is definitely an energy of you moving on from the past. January is about new beginnings for you for sure. Everything that you've been through, everything that you've gathered up to this point, Pisces, is helping you become a better person in the future moving forward. I see you starting the new year with, okay, I've been hurt. Okay, things have happened and I'm moving on from it. I'm not going to be accumulation of my problems and of my issues. I'm going to be better than that. I also see you becoming more spiritually connected, doing more spiritual work, listening to your intuition, not letting your emotions overflow, but listening to your intuition. It's a good balance between the two. I see you building future as well, so working on your career, but maybe something new, but more about building something solid, like something that has longevity, something that has a more of a focus on being solid and stable, instead of like fun, you know. Um, yeah, closing up old chapters, starting anew. So, in relationships, it's like you're not gonna let the past define you. Is really what I'm seeing, and getting stronger in your spirituality. Okay. All right. We have the Four of Wands. We're starting off Four of Wands, King of Swords, and Knight of Cups. Yes. You definitely have a new emotional energy. I see you going into love and going into things emotional, more open hearted, more free spirited. I feel like you're leaving old things behind, especially like old thoughts that kept you stuck in one spot, or even people that kept you stuck in one spot. That's gone. Okay. All you know is that you want comfortability in your life. You want to build solid relationships. You want to build solid, like a solid life. I feel like in the past, you haven't, like in the last year, you haven't really had that. Like you've just been kind of going through things and it's been great. Don't get me wrong. But you want something more solid and something more real. And I do feel like being very strict or having a strict person in your life, or someone that isn't going with the flow, or you going with the flow, has hindered that in some way. And you're definitely opening up and being more playful in that area in your life. Okay. Letting more flow in. Okay. The High Priestess, the Nine of Wands, and the Hangman. Yeah. When you think back on your life, last year, and you had these rules, or you're stuck with these things or these ideas, they didn't really get you what you wanted. And ideally, your intuition, your own spiritual self is telling you, like, that needs to change. I need to make a different type of decision, or I need to make a different turn. And that's what I see you doing. I don't see you, it's like you still want to fight for what it is that you have, whether this be a relationship or a job or your career goals. You still want to fight for what it is that you have. I just feel like you're not putting as much of a wall up. Yeah, you're not putting as much of a wall up. Okay. You need that bit of ebb and flow in there, but still achieving your goals. You still are following your intuition. You still have your dreams. You're still listening to your emotions, but you're not putting that wall up as before. I feel like you are more adamant to look at perspectives, okay? You're surrendering being too much of a fighter or being too strong in where you stand. Because being like that doesn't allow you to listen to other perspectives or to see things in different ways. So that's what I feel like is coming out there. I'm going to pull these out actually. Okay. So that's what's coming out of that energy for you. Yeah. You're changing your perspective, especially with love. I feel like there is someone around you, Pisces, that is trying their best, and I feel like you see that. They are kind of stuck in their ways, and they have ways about doing things, but both of you being stubborn will not make this move forward. Okay. So I see you trying to change your perspective or thinking of things on a larger scale. Um, yeah, on a larger scale. Okay. So then we have the High Priestess again. There's two in this deck, by the way. So again, when I talk about spirituality being a big part of January, it is. So this is a good time to meditate, maybe do some Reiki or something of that nature. So High Priestess, 9 of Coins, and the 6 of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely learning how to release uh, codependence on strict rules that you make for yourself or for others, and the strict rules that other people try to apply to you. Okay, you're stepping away from that. You're going on a new journey in January, and I feel like this journey definitely shows you a different perspective because you feel like something is here that's worth your time and effort. So so you're giving it time to breathe. You're giving it time to see what's going to happen instead of immediately putting walls up or shutting it down. Yeah. There's something that connects you to a person or a situation, and you need more time to see what that is. And January allows you to have that time, okay? Instead of being very stuck on or like stuck on one thought and not seeing the whole picture instead of just pieces of it, okay? The Hangman and the 7 of Wands. I feel like you have been fighting to get your perspective seen. And I feel like it's not that your perspective isn't being seen. There's just other perspectives. There's other gray area. It's not that just because something doesn't go your way doesn't mean that it's not going your way. Okay? Like initially, just because someone doesn't agree, it doesn't mean that you're not being seen. Okay? I think there's a fear of disappointment or being disappointed in the past and not wanting to go through that again or losing some sort of happiness. There's a need to take a pause from fighting and to hear. Okay. Yeah, there's a need to put your ego aside for a second. And that's that change of perspective. Okay. 3 of Swords, 6 of Cups. I'm going to put this over here actually. 3 of Swords, 6 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. Yeah. This is like seeing that the old ways or an old person just doesn't fit you any longer and moving away from it. But this is very past energy. So this is in the thoughts. I don't feel like this is a current person that you're dealing with. This is like something like an old relationship maybe that you've built trauma over, like old issues. Fully letting that go and learning how to enjoy a new relationship or your new life without these old prior ideals. Okay. That's what this is. This is moving away from that and taking a rest from the past. If someone keeps trying to come back into your life, this is a good time to shut it off. Or if there are thoughts or things that they have made you feel in the past. Yeah. I see you getting a lot of attention in January as well, especially from someone that you really like. Someone really likes you. They really want to be with you. You may feel as though this person is not honest, but I feel like at this moment, this is really how they feel about you. I think that it's so new to see this new perspective or be with a person that is different like this that it's hard for you to accept it, what this person is providing to you or trying to provide to you. World in reverse, the Magician and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Keep in mind, Pisces, this is a journey, okay? This is a journey. You just have to be open and willing to work within this journey, okay? And it's in your hands. So if you shut down, the whole thing shuts down, you know? So keep that in mind. You can't also rely on someone else to provide you evidence to keep moving forward. That has to be provided by you. You have to want to do it. This is telling me that in January, there are going to be ups and downs. Things are not always going to be perfect. But if you do not give to it, if it does not give to you, then there is an imbalance. So I just feel like watch out for codependency. Watch out for codependency on both sides. On expecting more, not getting, and not receiving enough, and knowing that someone can't like give you everything, or a job or a career goal can't give you everything you want. So there's a little bit of needing to be realistic in here as well. Okay. But breaking patterns, learning. There's a lot of learning here, ups and downs as well. Okay. All right, Pisces, let's get into your love energy. All right, Pisces, let's talk about your love energy for January. Let your friends help you. Finances and career. Getting to know each other. For those of you who are single, you're definitely getting to know somebody new in January. This could be someone that you already knew. I just feel like there is a rekindlement of some sort. Okay. And this could be somebody you're in a relationship with, but you're opening up to them more. Okay. So either way, it works the same. I feel like you're starting to look at the person you're with or you're connecting to as a partner and not as an enemy or someone to watch. It's like you're being more vulnerable in love. I also see in January there being a money issue with either you or your partner. Now, this could be money issue, like they can't spend enough money, or they're focused on money, you're focused on money, or they're not spending enough time because they're focused on their work. But I feel like either way, this is an aspect of a relationship or a connection, like not problem, but issue that you need to talk about. So, like how you both deal with money and how you both deal with time, that type of thing. But it's less of an arguing situation if you don't turn it into that, and more of a getting to know each other on that, in that aspect or in that perspective. Okay. So Pisces, love for January. King of Coins. Knight of Swords. Two of Swords. Interesting. You're thinking about longevity in relationships in January. You want to keep someone around. You may be dealing with an earth sign or an air sign. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're thinking about longevity for sure and keeping this person around. There's a lot of wanting to make it work in the real world. It's like you're putting forth that effort to make that happen, to solidify it, to make sure that, it's really going to last. That's what you want. That's what you want in a relationship. And you're going to try your best to make that happen, or to cultivate an atmosphere where that can happen. I feel like there's a lot of conversations happening in January in your love life. Like you and your partner needing to talk about things and needing to discuss things openly. I do feel like sometimes it can get a little bit hectic. And I feel like it's only because both of you are trying to get your point across about what it is that you want. So I would say be careful about avoiding things with your partner, because I see a little bit of avoidance when someone gets really into what they want to talk about or get their point across, and the other person feels like they're not listening or shutting down. I see a lot of that. So there's a need to communicate openly, because I also feel like there's going to be one particular conversation that kind of is heavy. And I feel like it does have to do with finances and career and how you both look at things for like the long haul. I feel like it gets pretty intense. I will say that. So 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, your main focus is big issues in January. I feel like something seems bigger than it actually is, but it's because you're thinking of stability or the bigger picture, sort of. No, not sort of, you are looking at the bigger picture. And you want to, your idea is to compromise or let go of little small issues that you're thinking about in the back of your head. It's like you want to get those out in the open so you can start dealing with or discussing those things. But I feel like this is a heavy conversation for your partner or the person that you're dealing with. It's a lot more heavier to them than you. Like there's a lot more baggage to it, or they feel like they're being attacked because it's something that they can't change, or it's how they've always done it. So when you have this conversation, I feel like there needs to be their open perspective. Otherwise, it will not get rectified. It will not change. It's going to be like, this is how I think, this is how you think, and then it just comes together like that. 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Ooh. It's important to realize your feelings in January, because I feel like there's a lot of conversation and there's a lot of like feeling maybe attacked because of these intense conversations or this intense energy. So there needs to be a little bit like more love introduced to the situation and more care. Because I feel like for you, Pisces, this kind of triggers things from the past and things that you don't want to like deal with from the past. And not necessarily negatively, because I feel like you care about this person. I feel like they have maybe soulmate energy for you, like you've gone back to them. There's some sort of emotional connection with this person, which is why you want to stay with them. You just want to kind of like deal with these little small issues that you see coming up, because I don't see it being very big. You don't have a lot of major arcana here, so it looks like little bitty issues. They're not huge. Um, I feel like the person that you're with is very content. Not only are they content with their life, they're content and happy with you. Okay. But I see you wanting to like kind of deal with things or speak things out into the open. I feel like you have a positive energy about it. It's just coming off to them as bad or aggressive because it's something that they find hard to discuss. Um, I do see you two doing things together or being happy together. I see you meeting friends or communicating with friends like as a group or doing things together. Um, Also, I feel like asking friends about what's going on to help you get some clarity when you're stuck between you two. Okay. I do. I do see that as well. So let's pull some more cards. This doesn't look bad to me, Pisces. Yeah. You need to realize though that this relationship is very emotionally fulfilling. I just feel like there are some parts that you don't agree upon and that you need to align with. I don't think this is breakup material. Okay. And I also feel like there is someone, if not you, that is bringing old issues into a new relationship from a past breakup or a past uh, not good relationship, and they're being reimagined in this relationship when really they need to be let go. you know Emotionally, this is totally different than that one. It's not the same. Okay. Yeah. When nurturing the future of a relationship or trying to make a relationship stronger, which I see is the underlying reason for why this is even coming up, you have to see if what you're bringing up or what you're trying to work on is actually important. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes we can get a bug up our butt or feel really intensely about one thing and then realize later that it doesn't really matter. Like it's not a big deal. It's just something that we were emotionally passionate about at the moment. So you have to like connect with yourself spiritually and see how important it actually is. And if it's just stubbornness or like, is this something that you need to give up? Is it going to help the bottom line? Is it, keep it simple. Is it a resource that you should tap into or is it not? Yeah. I feel like there's worry about things not being fair or about time not being spent evenly, things like that. Like feeling as though, like perceiving that something is not coming out the right way or things are not happening the right way. This is definitely, this reading gives me misunderstanding energy, like big misunderstanding, for sure. Yeah, this is a lot of wounded energy coming up, like peeking over the horizon just a little bit. You have to be able to control that energy, okay? Because I feel like the person that you're with or the other person involved, whether that's you or them, can only do so much. They can only reassure you or give you so much. Like that's what's within their power. And it's like you have to see that and you have to understand that. Yeah, it's like you have to see that and understand that. Like there's a balance between constructive criticism and just like nagging, you know? Yeah, definitely you have to be open to new possibilities here. This is like new energy, new situation. The people are different. The situation is different. So you have to treat it as such. So don't let old energy from old relationships hold you back. Yeah, you have to be more realistic here. So I see a little bit of like past energy coming to sneak in because something sort of triggers you in a way. Okay. All right. Well, Pisces, let's get into your spirit message for this month of January. So your first card, false beliefs. Once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are illuminated, so are the ways we can release the false limitations that confine us. How perfect is that for you this month? Yes. So these are old limiting beliefs and old limiting ideas being pushed away. You don't need them anymore. January signifies a new beginning to move forward and to grow into the life that we deserve and want. Justice is coming. Yes. This is creating a balance. It's like a vortex of balance coming to you. I feel like this is a time to clean out your closet as she's doing, looking at things that have not worked in the past and making a change for something new. It's a very spiritual month in that way, spiritually enlightening month. And you're choosing to create that for yourself. How beautiful. So, Pisces, I love you. Happy New Year again, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.